Good morning. For whenever you're watching this, good day. So I wanted to just welcome you today. Go ahead and take a seat. Once you do, just find a seated position to where you're comfortable. If you need to adjust around your sits bones, please do. Allow your body to be able to create some intention tonight. So the intention is going to be some strength and balance as we stand, along with some hip opening. For me, I need a little bit of release today. So right now, whether your palms are down, grounding, palms are up for receiving, just take a few breaths to find your breath before we go into our movement and start to warm our bodies. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Now as you start to take those breaths, maybe you want to move around just a little bit. Almost like you're doing a little bit of a seated cat and cow. Just inviting a little bit, small movement into that body. It might allow you an opportunity to see what the body needs and how the body's feeling right now. As we start to play and create some intention for today, through movement, always remembering you can use blocks, maybe you have a sweater close, or a stool, or maybe you need nothing but you want to find the opportunity, and always keep a soft bend in the body, not locking anything out. Trying to find that space and that opportunity. So our breath work does a lot of this for us. Our breath work is our guide. When I say does a lot for us. So when you find that spot that maybe it's really hard or it's hard to hold, or maybe there's a lot of heat or tapas in the body, as we say in yoga. And if there is, maybe if you take a few more breaths in and out, you can search and you can get through it. So go ahead and swing the legs around and let's come into child's pose. Bringing the knees out to the hips, the big toe mounds together. Walk the hands out as the chin then tucks down. As the chin tucks down, reach out with the hands. Allowing the hips to sit back onto the sit bones towards the ankles. Little breath in. We're going to just do a little half lift. I want you to take the right hand on top of the left. Send the hips back to the right side. Opening a little bit more into the right side of the body. Still reaching with those fingertips away, but sending the hips back. Stretching your body from end to end. Inhale up, walking the right hand over, walking the left over on top, and then sending the hips back to that left corner. Again, reaching from the fingertips to the tailbone, away from each other, finding length, guided by breath. Next inhale, little half lift, hands reach back forward. Exhale, settle down and reach just a little bit more. Before we come into a little bit more movement with a little cat and cow. Let's take that breath in. Let's rise on up. Let's bring the knees underneath the hips. Hands underneath the shoulders. So it's really place the hands down like you're pushing into the ground and you feel the earth respond back. Turn those elbows towards your knees or the hips versus out. So this is out for elbows. Turn them to where if you bend, you would really actually go right down. Now the knees are underneath the hips. Maybe you got to take a little movement. The toes can be released. Belly's going to be tight, pulling that in. And we're going to actively push out of the shoulders. So we never want to just slump down on the shoulders. So today, bring some attention and awareness there. So let's start to play with our breath. Taking our breath in, rounding up through the spine. Chin tucks, ribs slide to hips. Exhale, chin and crown of head go away and grow forward as the tailbone grows back. So into cats. Into cow. And see if you can just find some fluid movement here. Now remember, you can always look over the shoulder. So maybe this cow, this next time, you just kind of look over your right shoulder. Easily tuck that chin, kind of rolling through. And maybe look over the left shoulder. Inviting movement into that spine as we warm our body. So we may be more successful and stronger in our poses today. Go ahead with this next exhale, find neutral. Setting back up, finding the earth, pressing down and in. Taking an inhale, sweeping that right arm up. Let's thread the needle. Right shoulder comes down, right ear comes down, palm side up. Press into that left hand. You may either take a bind or reach or just a press. You choose where your body needs that today. Inhale on the exhale, that hand comes down. You press to the ground and then you reach up with the left, or the right hand, and then settle back down. Shifting the hips around, adjusting through the hands, finding again those four corners, both hands, both knees. Inhaling, sweeping that left hand up now, sweeping down. So it's left ear, left shoulder down. Hips are high. Again, you may take a bind, you may take a reach, whatever your body speaks. Inhale, and on that exhale, that hand comes back down, left hand reaches up, and then floats right back down. Yeah, that's it. Just a little bit of that movement. Taking back in a few breaths. Let's take 3 breaths in, cat and cow. Play your own pace. Remember, just because I call out the breaths doesn't mean you have to perfectly match me. Seeking to actually build your own breath, your own pace, and we'll play and we'll catch up together. After you've done your 3 breaths in and out, just come back into neutral for just a moment. And then we'll all start to move together. Yeah. Remember, this invitation is always about you, so you choose where you want to go. You want to go to any other pose your body speaks differently to you. Please feel free. Feel free to take that opportunity today. Next, what I want us to do is we're going to tuck our toes behind us. I'm going to take my hands just a little bit wider for me, because it's typically where I go. And I'm going to come up into down dog, and I hope that you join me. Taking an inhale up, the hips lift high, and the exhale, start to walk those heels down. So I like to do walking of the dog here. So walking my heels down and up, just taking the first couple before I get set. So now that I got some movement in my lower body, my heels are walking, I'm going to adjust in through my hands. I'm really going to push again out of my shoulders, pull my shoulders away from my ears. And I'm going to turn my elbows back. So my elbows again point to my kneecaps. Taking a little bit of a walk. It can be a little crazy walk. My hips are sliding side to side because I want to eventually press my heels down to the ground, but I'm just trying to find a little mobility right now in the back of my body. So let's settle those heels and let's take 3 breaths. We're going to take a breath in through the nose and an audible sigh as the heels press down into the ground here in down dog. So inhale in, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. This exhale, see if you can get your chest to press back towards those knees a little more. Inhale in, exhale out. Again, as that body starts to settle, finding that length, regular breath in, regular breath out. Next, inhale, guide the eyes forward. Walk the feet to the back of your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are bent, head is heavy, shoulders are heavy. Inhale, rise up into extended mountain. Yeah. Exhale into Tadasana, hands by your side. Take a little bit of movement if you need. Just make any adjustments that you might need as we start to do a little bit more warming and some of our sun cells just to warm the body. So we're going to start with a half sun cell and then we'll add on and we'll start some flow from there as we guide it with warmth. And then we just take our body through a lot of variety of movements as we build up, out, over, and around, right? All right, my yogi friends and my friends just out there, what I want you to do is go ahead and take a deep breath in. Inhale up, exhale, take your hands through midline of body. We're gonna come to forward fold. Again, head is heavy. Take a really big bend in the knees this time. Let's the chin tuck, the head be heavy, and the arms be heavy. Before we go too far in any of our sun cells, let's go ahead and take ragdoll here. So you're gonna grab if you want, and if you wish, each nook of the elbow, tuck that chin in and that head. So I like to go ahead and take a little nod. I kind of turn left and right, like I'm saying no way. I don't like to say no. So let's say yes. Let's shake the head yes, nice and controlled. Then let the head be heavy wherever it falls. So I still have a really big knee bend. I'm gonna let my body get a little bit of shift and feel the ground beneath my feet. I'm gonna feel all 4 corners from my toes to my heels. And now I'm gonna lift my chest off, letting my head still hang and my hips start to lift up. Yeah. Just finding a little bit of length today. Letting the body start to feel where it could go. So take that inhale in on the exhale, let the arms just be heavy, release the bind. Next inhale, flat back. Half lift. Exhale back into forward fold. Inhale, rise up into extended mountain. Exhale back down into forward fold. Inhale into half lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, fold down. Taking that half lift, growing through the crown of the head, and lengthening through the tailbone. Exhale. Inhale, let's rise. So we're going to add on to this flow. Exhale, flow down and through, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back into high plank. Lower the knees down if you wish. Now turn the elbows back. We're going to lower down through crocodile. Shoulders shift forward. Take a breath in here. On the exhale, lower the body all the way down. Squeeze the elbows back, lift into baby cobra. pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, press up and through, back into down dog. Yeah. Finding that length in through the body and the shoulders. Inhale here, look forward, step forward, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up into extended mountain. Let's take the exhale down. Forward fold. Length through the hips are high. Inhale into that half lift. Finding length through the back of the body and the breath. Exhale, stepping back, high plank, low plank. Going through a chaturanga, so we're going to slide down through crocodile, shoulders track forward. Catch right here. You may lower all the way down, baby cobra. Or if you're already feeling frisky, you can come right up into up dog. Hips come off, squeezing glutes. Inhale, lifting the hips high, and then exhale, heels go down for down dog. Eyes track forward. Next breath in, half lift. Stepping forward to the back of the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we rise into extended mountain. Let's take that flow again. Exhale down through forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Yes. Step back, high plank. Take where you need this through your chaturanga. Up dog. Shift back into down dog. Start to open and feel some heat in the body as we play. Inhale, look to the back of the hands. Step forward, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Extended mountain. Exhale here, take a little baby back bend. Squeeze those glutes, turn those glutes inward. Yeah, there you go. Now press through the ground, reach through the hands, take and track the eyes up. They don't have to go back. You don't have to back bend very far. It's just a baby back bend here. Inhale again, lifting back up, extended mountain, then exhale with the hands fall down by your side into Tadasana. Yeah. You may take a little bit of movement, a little wiggle if you want. You know, sometimes it's a nice little reset. Friendly reminder, now the feet, they could be big toe mounds and heels together. You could also have a fist or two fists in between. You just need to choose for you how your body's feeling today and where you need to take your movement. So again, feel like your hips actually wrap around behind you. Feel like your quads actually turn in and right behind you in the glutes and then through the hamstring squeeze. Draw the heels into the earth. Feel the corners from the toes. Lift back up through the sternum and let's pull that belly in. Yeah. Let's step back up into Tadasana. All right, a few more sun cells and a lot more warming coming. So let's inhale up into extended mountain. Swan dive down this time, exhaling down into forward fold. Inhale into that long half lift here. So we're going to step our left foot back into a high lunge. Just bend the knee. Now lower all the way down. Release the back toe. Here, we're going to actually reach forward with the hands. Let the hip drop. See if you can keep, though, the knee over ankle without letting the knee pass your toes. So maybe you need to adjust your lunge a little bit here. That's okay. And if you want to use blocks here, blocks would be amazing for me right now. Knees over hips, allow the hip to drop. So I want you to take that breath in, and on that exhale, slide those hips back. You're going to drag that heel. See if you can make sure that you're not shunting into that left side. So come back forward. Finding length in the back of the body and also up in through the inner thigh. Then we're going to walk forward. Stay in that low lunge. Next, what happens? You're going to take a breath. Push through the hands. You're going to lift back, swinging that right leg up into three-legged dog. Keeping the hips square right here. Now take a bend in that knee. Let that hip open. Feel that inner thigh stretch. Press in through the ground, through the shoulders and the hands. Now, if you want, you can take little circles or big circles. You decide with that knee. Make sure and take them both directions. Just getting a little hip opening here. Next, we're going to inhale, sweeping that right leg through between the hands, stepping it down, landing our left heel back into warrior two. Slide on up. Ooh, already. So we want that front knee to be over our ankle. We want that back toe turn. So it's facing just about that left wall, maybe a little bit in front. Now we're going to straighten that back leg, our left leg, press through that back heel. Can you tighten that glute? There you go. Now your hands can reach out. You can also take your palms up. Pull the shoulder blades into your spine here. So I know heat is starting to build. So let's take that inhale, slide forward towards me on the camera, towards your right leg. Forearm may come down or hand may come in. And then just sweep the hand straight up, squeeze through the shoulder blades back. So you're just doing an extended side angle here. If you want, you may definitely reach over towards the camera with the hand, right? You can totally do that. Still squeezing in through the glutes. Take that inhale. Sweep back, coming back up, warrior two. So we're going to take our chaturanga. So I want your hands to go outside your feet. Sweep your right leg back, lowering down through your crocodile. Take your chaturanga, up dog, shift back and through, down dog. Look into the hands, look forward, step or jump your feet to the back of the hands into half lift. Exhale into that forward fold. Inhale, rise with some power all the way up to the top. And let's take that swan dive down. Coming into forward fold. Using your breath as your guide. Half lift. Now you may step your right leg back here. High lunge first. Bend the knee, square up, and then lower yourself down. Hands come either side. Remember, we're allowing just a little bit of forgiveness here in the hip. Checking that our knee is not passing our toes. Hug that knee into the midline. Do you see a difference? Knee falling out versus hugging that knee in, but letting the hip get forgiven in the back. Yeah. All right, now let's just kind of shift backwards. And again, try not to go right. Can you go right down the middle here? Maybe you want to use the blocks here. Yeah. Just getting a little bit of stretch as we start to play. All right, walk it back forward. Take that breath in. Sweep that leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, let that heel land. Start to press again into the ground. Try to even out that press. Square up the hips for just a moment. Then let that knee bend. Feel the difference. They're both phenomenal three-legged dogs. They do a little bit different. Can you draw those knee circles? Start small or big. Start one direction. And then go the other direction. Pressing into the hands. Next, we're going to take that breath in. Inhale. Eyes are going to track forward. Our left leg comes between the hands. Set it right down. Set that right heel down so then we can power up and through, coming into warrior two. Bending so we can get that 90 degrees right here in that left leg, left hip. So now we face that right side. Press back through that right heel, straightening and powering out of that leg, taking those arms up, shoulders down. So you're gonna have to watch here, that sway. So you wanna tuck a little bit, and that tuck is actually drawing length up and down. Yeah, there we go. Versus a tuck forward. So take that inhale, reach towards me, towards that left knee, and then we flow down, reach up, and expand by squeezing between our shoulder blades, dropping into our legs, and feeling the ground beneath us. Did you all remember your breath? Yeah, I know. Come back into that. Next breath in, inhale, sweeping back and up, staying low in the legs, coming back into warrior two. Now, we're going to go ahead and windmill the arms down, sweeping that left leg back, lowering down through your chaturanga, up dog, down dog, pulling through, shifting back. Again, here you may start to add that step or that float forward. You choose. Half lift. Yeah. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, rise into extended mountain. Exhale, flow all the way down. Forward fold. Inhale into that half lift. This time, your left leg's gonna step back, high lunge. This time, take that breath in, square up the hips, just lower down. Flowing through, taking a breath in, squaring the hips, finding that 90 degrees in front and back, but the knee will not touch. Inhale up, exhale, pull the shoulders down. Next, inhale up, exhale, set the foot down, adjust into warrior two. Finding that power again. So I'm going to turn on the side just a little bit. Stay in your warrior two. I want you to see where you can play. So here's the thing. You have to make sure that that stride is wide enough that you can be low, right? This is where that power sits. Of course you can be here. You can be here. And if you want more, you lift and you're here. But you're really powering through. This should be something that is one of those parts of this movement in our class that has a lot of heat for us. Yeah, inhale, sweeping forward into that side angle once again. So you choose where that space comes from. Now, remember, we don't want to collapse in the ribs. So can you peel the ribs off, lengthen through the spine so maybe you come back up to this lift. Yeah, and that's actually stronger for you and your body and your frame. Inhale, we're going to sweep back into reverse warrior. I'm going to take a bind, sliding my left hand forward to pull my thigh as I reach up and over, looking through the nook of my elbow, sinking back down. So I'm trying to open my thigh here. Yeah, there we go. Inhale, sweeping back and through, hands come down, rocking and sliding through a chaturanga. Lowering down, up dog, down dog, pull hips through, open in the chest, squeeze in the back body, shifting back. You may step, you may jump, using breath. Coming into that half lift. Oh yeah. Exhale down, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Let's take that forward fold again. Starting to get a little bit warm, aren't we? Inhale into the half lift. Exhale, what happens is now our right leg steps back into high lunge. Squaring those hips, hands come up, and we're gonna play a little bit of that ripple. Using that breath, reaching up, and then exhaling down. Knees over that ankle. Yeah. Do the work you deserve today. Inhaling up, exhaling, setting that back heel down. Ooh, right? Making that adjustment. Front heel, yep. Toes towards the front. On the left, right foot, right wall, slightly angled left. Not 45 almost, we can catch it. Taking your couple breaths here. Seeing if you can find the depth and the power in the legs. Pull your shoulders back over the hips. Then you're going to inhale, reaching forward, sliding down into your side angle. Maybe it's all the way down. Maybe you have a block. I'm going to stay open here and out of my ribs. Yep. Take the breath. I know it's getting hard and there's some heat, some top is building in the body. Body's starting to react to this. So again, I'm going to take a bind. I'm going to slide my hand through first. Start to pull my thigh, stay down. Now I'm going to sweep up into reverse. Yeah. There you go. Take where your body needs it. If you want to slide down the back of your leg, you sure can. This is just one of my checkpoints to make sure I'm staying low. Finding that hinge my hip, rolling my thigh out, tracking my knee forward. Then I'm going to come back. We're going to slide in and through, taking our chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Yeah. Shifting those hips back. Using that breath, looking forward. Step or jump. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, extended mountain. And then exhale into mountain, Tadasana, hands down by your side. Aha. Nice. So we got a little bit more heat in the body. So let's play with a little bit of that balance and strength as we go through now. So let's see where we can take it. So we're going to take our right leg first. Make that figure four, that standing pigeon, if you will. So right foot goes right up over the knee. We're going to flex the toe. Pull the toe towards the knee. Left toe towards right knee. So you may take the hands right in heart center. So I'm going to just start on my breath and easy, start to send my hips back. Pressing through my left foot, my grounded foot. Just finding this figure four or the standing pigeon. Now here's the next thing. Chest or the sternum slides forward, but rib cage stays in. Now send the hips down and back. Now pull the shoulders down and back in your back pockets. Belly in, down and back. Okay, so next, we're gonna gently release that right leg. We're gonna step it back into a high crescent lunge. Step it back. So now it's fairly straight behind us, but that front knee is gonna have a really big knee bend. Does that make sense? So again, crescent lunge, that difference is here. So crescent lunge is here versus a lunge. So we're gonna go high. Yeah. Right here, just with the heart for just a moment. Just pull in. Now squeeze everything almost into that midline. Feeling how the hips and the glutes have to play a little bit of the game. Now I'm just gonna slide my right foot in, set that heel down. Now I'm gonna bring my hands to my hips. And here's what I'm gonna do first. After my hands get on my hips, I should say second, I'm gonna comb my left thigh up. Then I'm gonna start to use my hips, press my hips back. I wanna lengthen out my ribs, pressing my hips back. Now I'm just gonna reach down. Now I can just stay reaching down right here, or I can even take a bind behind, but grow through the crown of the head as you come into that pyramid. And again, if you need to, adjust, step that foot even a little bit more forward, because it's not full stride. Yeah. Breathe. Next, inhale. On the exhale, hands come down, both sides, a little bit on that front knee. What I want us to do is go ahead and step back, lift, come back into plank, shift the hips high into down dog. It's just a little bit of that breath work to take the body through. Just a little walk in the dog here. So we're going to take that right leg up again into three-legged dog, opening at the knee. Pressing through the hands, the shoulders stay square as best we can. You can draw little circles again, taking both directions. Sweeping this leg through, so your right leg is going to come through. Go ahead and set it right down. So think low lunge right here, that you're down, you are in control. Yeah, there you go. So now I want you to go ahead, set the back heel for warrior two. And then I want you to just slide in, reach up into that side angle. Oh, yes, the same footwork. Take the breath. Staying at that side angle, opening through the hips and squeezing through the glutes. Pull the chest in, pull the belly in. Now reach that top hand back just a little bit more. Pulling and shoulders, pull the shoulders down into the spine. All right, next breath in, out, hands come down. We're gonna slide that foot back. We're gonna come into plank position. Take your feet so they're about hip distance apart. Maybe you gotta march up. That's fine. Turn the elbows to that back room, shift their weight slightly forward, lift out. Opportunity is on your knees. We're gonna just take a little bit of a rotating plank. So we're gonna rotate, opening to the right. So we're rotating to the sides of our heels on both feet. Pressing in and through the ground, reaching up. Breath in, bring the hips, shoulders. We should land softly the same time, square to the floor. In, open other side. See if you can keep that arm up as long as possible. Bringing the hips, bringing the hips, bringing the hips. There's the land. One more each way. Yeah, just 4 of these reps. 2 each side. Yeah. Beautiful. Take that inhale, exhale. Take it through chaturanga. Lower down through crocodile. Up dog, down dog. Shift the hips back. Step or float as your eyes go forward on the inhale into that half lift. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up into extended mountain. Exhale, hands by your side into Tadasana. Yeah. All right, this time it's going to be our left leg. We're going to take standing pigeon there. So make that figure 4. So left heel or ankle is going to go above the knee if we can. Flex the left toe towards the left knee. And now I like to either put my hands on my hips or you can start here like we did last time. Using that breath, inhale, exhale, hips go back. So now here's that thing. Sternum presses forward, but the ribs pull in. Hips go back. Shoulders down and back. Belly in. Hips go back. Allowing the hip to have forgiveness. Allowing the power and balance in that right leg. Next breath in, we're going to take that left leg back into a high crescent lunge. Gently step it back. Find the power. Make your adjustments. Bend into that front knee. Really be a big bend here. Yeah. Using that breath and just try to settle in. There you go. Now squeeze everything into the midline. So we don't want to just let everything drop. We want to squeeze. We want that knee to be towards the middle outside toe still. Yeah, you want to see your big toe in peripheral vision. So now release the hands. Hands are going to come down. Let's slide back. Plank, breath in. Shift the hips back and up. Down dog. Now let's lift that left heel up. 3-legged dog, and then go ahead and open the knee. Press back through the ground in the hands and start to draw circles with that knee. Remember, they can be big, they can be little. They also need to be both directions. Do what you can. So now we're going to sweep this left leg through, stepping it all the way through. Take your time. Listen, left leg is through between the hands. Set the right heel down like you're going into warrior 2. Slide left hand in or up. And now let's use the power to lift up into that side angle. Beautiful work. Remember, you may be right here. You may also be using that block. Trying to open that body, create power and strength. Next, hands come down. We step back into high plank. Right here. March those feet. Adjust them so they're shoulder distance apart. Yeah. Adjust the hands. Turn those elbows back. Take your breath in. And we're going to roll to the side. Lifting right up with that left hand. Now we're going to roll back to the toes, shoulders, hips, one time. All together, nice. And we're going to roll to the right. Both heels come down here. Yep, right back. Now if you wanted to do this from the knees, you would roll, straighten the top leg out, turn the other leg 90 degrees, sweep it back. And we come back. One more time, roll to the right. Yeah, then we come back to the center. I know. Take your chaturanga. Take the inhale in, exhale, slide down. Up dog. Down dog. Shifting those hips up and back. Look to the hands as you take that breath and you either step or jump. Inhale into that half lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, let's rise all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale to Tadasana. So let's take our feet nice and wide. They're probably gonna go about mat distance. Bring your hands into heart center, take your breath in, and you're gonna either come into a high squat or a Hindi squat. You may be here. And I'm gonna play around with my squat. I just wanna kind of release more around my ankles. And I'm going to press my elbows out to help lift my chest. And don't just bottom out. So this is really easy to bottom out. So keep a little bit of lift in there. And then see if you can lengthen through the spine, through the crown of the head, all the way down through the tailbone. Yeah. So I want you to take a breath in on the inhale. Exhale, then release the hands. Hands come down, toes turn forward, tuck the chin. Forward fold. Take 2 more breaths in here and release. Next breath. Inhale, turn the toes out. Exhale, drop the tail, lift the head, press out. Again, you may take a little rocking, loosening in and around the ankles. This is amazing to be able to get into great squat position. So we're opening the inner thighs, we're opening up the back spine. We're actually activating in and around our ankles, creating a little bit of heat, but also creating some mobility. Our ankles are something that hinder us from being able to do squats. Yeah, so let's lift out. Use that breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down again. Turn the toes forward. Forward fold, hips go high, head is heavy. Next breath in, turn those toes out. Exhale, drop the hips. Lifting back in. Taking a little bit of that movement again. Oh, I'm just gonna check our time. All right, just in time. So inhale, exhale, hands come down, toes turn. Forward fold. A little bit wider, but we're gonna just go into that half lift. Exhale down on that forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, extended mountain. You may adjust your feet, bring them together. Tadasana. Let's get to the floor. So inhale up. Exhale, coming down, forward fold. Inhale into that half lift. Exhale, we're gonna tuck a leg underneath and we're gonna come on down. Here's the thing. So we're gonna start to play. Yeah, we're gonna play. So just before we do, let's take a little broken toe and stretch the feet out. Stretch a little bit into the body. So broken toe, you're just gonna turn your toes like this. And we're actually gonna send our hips just back. Just want you to take a seat for just a moment. Let the toes actually spread. A little forgiveness. If it's too much, remember, you back off. You're in control here. So it's almost like hero pose, right? Broken toe. Adjusting, let the feet stretch. And then down over the arch. Inhale, lift up, release. And we're gonna let our feet shift to that left side. So we're gonna bring our right leg forward. If you want, you might wanna block. I'm actually gonna grab a sweatshirt versus a block to kind of show you. So as we go into pigeon, we're playing with angles. So we have a couple of options. We can do 90-90 and hurdler stretch. So anytime we do that, we want to pull our toes towards our knees. We want our ankle as best we can straight out from that knee. So here's what's going to happen. As I swing my left leg around, I'm actually going to need to prop my right hip up for me. So I'm going to swing this around. I'm going to turn to where my heel is pointed straight up. So now I can actually come in. So the reason I'm going to put this under is then that way I can stay elevated, but actually still get that release. So now I'm going to turn my heel so it's straight up. It's not a comma. It's going to be an exclamation point today. I'm going to express myself. All right, so now my hands are just going to come forward. So I'm going to draw my ribs forward, but my belly still stays in. Now you can kind of shift a little bit side to side. Find any of those bits that you might want. Those gnarly bits, you know, those bits that speak back to you. Now, you might be able to go into sleeping pigeon. Some of you might be able to get your forehead all the way down. Some might need to stay up on their palms. You decide. Stay here for a handful of breaths. Even though my forehead is down, my hip is not all the way down. But my hip has given me enough forgiveness that my body has more mobility. Inhale, and on the exhale, press through the hands. Lifting up, sweeping then, the other leg around. Taking my block right here. I could grab my blocks. I also like to show you that if you don't have things, there's other opportunities. All right, so you can come into the 90-90, and again, you can do all the same things. Great. Okay, so you're gonna set it up again. Sweeping the leg back, turning and lifting. So see how high? I'm gonna shove this guy under there. Pull my toe back. All my perpendicular lines. And then I'm gonna start to creep down. I'm lifting out of my chest, so I could just be lazy, right? So I'm gonna lift out of my chest first before I go for my reach and my extension. Next breath in, on the exhale, press through the hands. Sweeping back around. We're going to go into a wide-legged fold here, seated of course. Adjust the sit bones wide. So add some twist, but our twist for more in that side angle position. So let's just make sure. And let's get a little bit more side bend here. So right hand in, and then C-shape the spine as you reach towards the right foot with the left hand. Keeping both sit bones down, so anchor back. So if you lift it off that cheek, push that cheek back down. There you go. That's going to be better. That's what you're looking for. So you're going to roll on through. Left hand over, reach up and over. Again, both sit bones down. Just roll and reach out the middle, keeping the sit bones down. Reaching forward, tucking your chin. Arms be heavy. Feet roll away. If you do want more, you actually roll the thighs away here. See how that feels. Inhale, pressing right back through. Help your legs come right in. So we're going to just do a reverse tabletop here. So want your fingers pointing to the sides. They're going to be under your shoulders. You may do one or two-legged with me. So I'm going to go ahead and bend my left knee. So I'm going to bring my left heel a little closer. I'm going to extend my right leg out. I'm going to lift my hips up, pressing in through my hands, opening through my shoulders, opening through my hips, trying to get my right toes, all 5 toes down. Breathing in. So the chin is tucked. Don't let that head rock back too far. So I'm going to just slide down so I can switch. If you got both feet up, you may stay. Squeezing through the back body, opening through the front. It's a nice counter pose with all the things we've been doing. Take that breath in, breath out, wrap your left over down. So you're going to go ahead and grab the back of your legs, rock all the way down. I welcome you to take a couple of poses if you want to take waterfall or happy baby here. And I'm going to take you right into guided meditation. So that happy baby is going to come right here, flex the toe, you can come in or out. Now you're trying to actually get your tailbone down to the ground here. And then you can shift. Kind of take that happy baby side to side, right? Totally. Totally. So once you feel ready, go ahead and let your body go into that position that you wish to be in and choose to be in for Savasana. I'm just going to drape my sweatshirt over me. A little chilly right now for me. Now that we've cooled down. So once you can, start to relax. Start to take some deeper breaths and some final movements from the body. Maybe you have to squeeze the hands, tuck the toes, and then get that final release out. As you start to feel your body calm, as you start to feel your body relax, use your breath. A big inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. See if you can relax from the crown of your head, around your jaw, through your shoulders, in and around your chest, your belly, down and through your hips, all the way through the knees, ankles, and the tips of your toes. The next breath in, let it bring a little bit of life back to you. Allowing the body to move and maybe stretch. Allowing the belly to fill. And once you feel like you've gotten some more movement back in, you can roll to your left or your right. And then press up to a seated position. Once you're in that seated position, the eyes may be soft or closed. Palm side is grounding with palm side down. Palm side up is receiving. And you see today what you need. We'll take 3 breaths in together with an audible sigh. Breathe in through the nose and then sigh out through the mouth. Take that breath in. One more. Regular breath in and out. Taking that breath in now, sweeping the hands up overhead, drawing the palms together in midline, drawing down, stopping at heart center. Take a breath in. The light in me honors the light in you. Move it forward. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. Again, my name is Meg. I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.